Hello, loves. Welcome to today's class. Today we are doing a very yummy and gentle yin yoga sequence, focusing on opening the heart and sending ourselves a whole lot of love. So we're going to get straight into it. If you don't already, grabbing props that you may need, any pillows, bolsters, or blocks just to bring the floor higher and support you in your poses. And if you haven't taken yin yoga before, please know that it is a very different style of yoga. We do not move. It's not an asana or a flow type of class. We actually come to a comfortable edge and then we hold poses for time. We stay on the ground the entire time, and it is a very, very deep practice in the physical body as well as mentally and emotionally as we go within. So we're going to get started, and I'll talk about a bit more about the benefits of yin yoga as we go through the class, as well as guide you through some self-love practices today. So we're going to begin in Anahata pose, which is heart melting pose. We'll come onto the knees. Knees are about hip width distance apart, as are the feet. We're going to lift the hips over the knees, so hips are directly over the knees. Walk the hands forward, really spreading through the fingertips. And then we're going to bring the forehead to the earth. And we're going to pause here and hold for time. So I will be timing each posture. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable. If you need to bring the floor higher, you can grab a pillow, bringing the floor higher. You can add a block or a bolster, whatever you need to support you in your practice, or you can always do unsupported. So again, just kind of shifting weight back and forth, finding your position, knowing that we will be holding for time. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. Just taking a moment to arrive on your mat today. Body, mind, and heart. So again, our yin yoga practice is very different than a traditional flow or vinyasa flow class in that the goal is not to contract the muscles. The goal is to release the muscles, surrender to the earth, and allow yourself to be held so that we travel deeper beyond the muscles and instead work on targeting the connective tissues, the joints, everything that exists beyond the muscles, so we can get a deeper stretch, a deeper opening, support our mobility, and then increase the production of synovial fluid within the joints, which tends to decrease as we age. So in a traditional asana practice, again, we're really activating the muscles, and here we want to soften and melt into the earth, being supported, just allowing yourself to be held. Now, each pose in today's class is focused on opening the heart. So as we melt here, as we surrender and bow to the floor in this pose, Anahata heart melting pose, we are opening both the front and the back of the heart, which is the cycle of giving and receiving love. So giving love to self and others, and then receiving love from self and from others. So as we hold the pose and continue to breathe, sending your breath all the way into the heart, allowing it to soften and allowing it to open, knowing that you are so loved and you are so worthy of love. And that you can be loved exactly as you are in this moment. And that journey begins with loving yourself. Learning to love all that you are in this moment as you are. Accepting that you're perfectly imperfect. And it is those imperfections, those perceived flaws that make you you. And when you can learn to love that and love all of you, you'll be able to tap into your deepest power, your deepest truth, and your deepest level of happiness and love. So again, as we hold, sending breath into the heart and allowing the heart to inflate with love, the healing vibration of love.
And always returning to the breath. If your mind wanders, if you get lost on your mat, focusing on the breath brings you back to the present moment. And then focusing on sending that breath into the heart throughout the duration of class. I also recommend closing the eyes with the exception of transitions if needed. By closing the eyes, we keep the awareness deep within so that we can use this time on our mats for reflection, for release, and for setting powerful intentions and calling in that which we desire in our lives. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. One more deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to gently lift the arms, pressing ourselves up, coming to a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. So this is where, again, if you'd like some props to support, you can bring the ground higher by stacking pillows, bringing a block, just bringing the ground higher, or you can always do unsupported. So from here, we're going to inhale with a straight spine. On the exhale, we're going to gently bring the torso and spine forward, round through the spine and chest, tucking the chin into the chest. And then we pause here to hold for time. So again, remembering that we find a comfortable edge in our yin practice, but we should never experience any pain. So discomfort is welcome. Yes, discomfort supports us in our growth. If you're ever experiencing pain, you want to slowly back out of the pose or use props for support. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, sending the breath all the way down the spine, all the way down the back to the tip of the tailbone. And then exhaling that back out into the world. One more deep breath in through the nose. And we exhale with a sigh. Again, just scanning the body from head to toe, releasing any tightness, any contracted muscles, any holding on. And with each cycle of breath and each exhale, allowing yourself to surrender into the pose. So softening the muscles around the hips and allowing yourself to be held by the earth. And as we hold here, we're going to send love to self. And first focusing on the physical body. So again, scanning body gently from head to toe as we hold and continue to breathe. And finding gratitude for all of the parts of your body, for all that they do for you every day. And even finding gratitude and sending love to the areas of the body that you may have previously judged. Knowing that you are beautiful as you are, in this skin, in this moment. So finding love and gratitude for the dimples, the freckles, the spots, the lines, the wrinkles, all the parts of you that make you you. Knowing that each mark, each spot, each line tells a story of a life well lived. Finding gratitude for the laugh lines or the wrinkles around your eyes, for the places in which your skin has stretched to allow for you to experience this life, allowing you to grow and expand, to contract, sending love to all areas of the physical body and thanking the body for how it shows up for you every day so that you can dance, you can walk, you can play, you can eat, and you can enjoy all of the beautiful things in this life. So with each cycle of breath and each inhale, sending love to every corner and crevice of the physical body. On these final rounds of breath, bringing awareness to the back of the heart, which is being open and stretched now with our pose. Allowing yourself to receive love from others. Receive the compliments, receiving praise. And maybe just for a moment, seeing yourself as others see you through their eyes. Seeing yourself as whole and complete and beautiful as you are. And loving your physical form. Loving your skin. Loving all of you from head to toe. One more deep breath in here. On the exhale, gently using the hands, we're going to press up through center very, very slowly and mindfully going into the next pose, which is twisted child's pose. So first getting into child's pose, we're going to very gently bring the legs behind, knees come apart, heels come together. We shift the weight back over the heels. We're going to reach the arms out, forehead comes down to the mat. So pausing here for a round of breath. And then to go into twisted child's pose, we're going to inhale, lifting the right arm. We're going to weave it underneath the body, resting on the shoulder. Gaze follows the extended arm. And this is where we pause and hold for time. We'll send a deep breath in through the nose, sending it all the way down the spine, again through the back of the heart. And then exhale to release muscles, release tightness or tension, allowing yourself to surrender. One more deep inhale through the nose. And release with a sigh. Again, allowing the body to soften into the earth. Letting go. Surrendering to love. And gently closing the eyes. And just continuing to bring awareness to the breath, sending breath to the heart. And then allowing that beautiful and peaceful and healing energy of love to travel and extend to all areas and all corners of the physical body. So allowing that love and the feeling of love to overflow from your heart and touch every area of yourself. And to support you in connecting to the feeling of love, thinking of something that you love about yourself in this moment. That could be a physical trait, characteristic, a quality, how you show up in the world. Just thinking of something that you love about yourself as we hold. Again, if the mind wanders, we're always returning to the breath, sending the breath to the back of the heart, where we're currently stretching and opening. Receiving the beautiful energy of love from the self. And celebrating an aspect of you or many aspects of you that you love. Knowing that it is these things that make you unique and these things that make you beautiful. Because beauty penetrates deep beyond the flesh, beyond the skin. True beauty exists when you are being yourself and when you are loving all that you are and showing up powerfully in love. A few more rounds of breath here. We're going to gently shift to the other side. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right arm, reaching it out, forehead comes down to the mat, taking a breath here. Exhaling at center. On the inhale, this time left arm's going to lift, weaving underneath the body. Gaze follows the extended arm. And gently closing the eyes. If needed, you can always put a pillow behind the seat, bringing the seat higher off the ground to relieve some tension from the knees. Whatever works for you. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, sending it all the way through to the back of the heart. And then exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And we exhale with a sigh. Again, surrendering, releasing, and relaxing any contracted muscles, allowing yourself to soften and be held by the earth beneath you. And again, connecting to that vibration and energy of love, I want you to think of someone that you love in your life. Maybe the person that you love the most, or the first person that comes to mind. And just think of the qualities and characteristics, how they show up in the world, the things about them that you adore, the things about them that you love, and then how they make you feel. And connecting to those feelings inside your heart as we hold for time and continue to breathe. Always return, always returning to the heart. A few more rounds of nourishing and loving breath here. Maybe softening just a little bit more. Maybe stretching and opening the heart just a little bit wider. On the inhale, gently coming out of the pose, we're going to press up into all fours. Wrists come directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just do 2 rounds of very slow and mindful cat-cow. We'll inhale, looking up, tilting tailbone up. On the exhale, very gently rounding through the spine, tucking chin into the chest. Again, inhale, cow pose. On the exhale, rounding into cat. Pausing in neutral. From here, we're going to come down onto our bellies, and our next pose is Sphinx Pose. So always an option to grab your props if needed to bring the floor higher, or again, you can do unsupported. We're going to press the hands firmly into the earth, really spreading through the fingertips. Forearms and elbows come just underneath the chest. On the inhale, we're going to press, so actively press into the pose, pushing off, activating all the muscles, taking a deep inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to sink into the shoulders and gently soften through the pose. So again, very different, contrasting pose to what we normally do. So one more time, inhale, really pressing up, activating the glutes, really pressing through the arms. And then on the exhale, we're going to gently soften, sinking into the shoulders, allowing ourselves to be held by the earth, and just releasing and surrendering. Now here we're focusing on opening the front of our hearts. So allowing ourselves to give love to ourselves and to give love to others. And just softening the breath, softening the physical body, closing the eyes. And again, sending that breath and sending love into the heart. Connecting to that vibration of love.
Continuing to breathe, I want you to bring awareness to your mind, to your brain, and send the love from your heart. Let it travel up through the chest, the throat, and send it all the way to your brain. And finding love and gratitude for the way that you think, the way that you process and look at the world. Only you perceive the world in the exact way that you do. So finding love for that, acknowledging its beauty. And knowing that your mind is oh so beautiful and oh so powerful. And when you connect the mind to the heart and join in the vibration of love, you can control the thoughts and choose to think loving thoughts about self, about others, and about the world. So taking these final rounds of breath to send love to the mind, loving thoughts to the mind about self or about others or about the world. Maybe lifting the corners of the mouth to smile. And just bathe yourself in love, loving thoughts, loving intentions. And knowing that our default setting as humans is to lead with love, to say loving things, to share love vocally with our hearts and with our voices. And then what's most important are the words that we say to ourselves when we look in the mirror. Powerfully connecting our heart and powerfully choosing words of love, affirmations of love, intentions of love, and showering ourselves with so much love that love is all we become. One more deep breath in here. On the exhale, we're going to gently come out of the pose, pressing the hands underneath the chest. We're going to gently just shift back into a modified child's pose, shifting the weight over the heels, arms reach, forehead comes down to the mat. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, gently coming through center, we're going to come onto our backs. So feet come to the earth. We're going to gently roll down onto our backs. From here, feet are hip width distance apart. Feet are not hip width distance apart. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, the knees together. And then on the inhale, we're going to open up the knees and legs to the side. So we make a diamond shape, reclined butterfly. From here, so always an option to place props under the knees, pillows under the knees to bring the floor higher. Otherwise, you can do unsupported. From there, we're going to inhale the hands together above the head. We're going to bend at the elbows. Inhaling here. On the exhale, we're going to open up the arms. Inhale. Exhale as the arms meet the earth, coming by our sides, 90-degree angle or cactus arms. We're going to inhale, breath through the nose, allowing the heart to expand with the inhale. And then on the exhale, let it contract, sending that love back out into the world with our breath. One more deep inhale here. And then exhale. Again, allowing the exhale to support us in releasing any tightness, any tension, any contracted muscles, and allowing ourselves to be fully supported by the earth beneath us as we open our hearts in this vulnerable position and vulnerable state on our mats, allowing the world to see them wide open, without fear, without judgment, fully open, ready to give and receive love to ourselves and to others. So just noticing, observing the gentle rise and fall of the chest and of the heart as we surrender to the healing vibration of Mother Nature. Allowing yourself to be held in this moment. And as we bring our awareness to our hearts, the center of love and compassion, the center of emotions, I want you to send love to your heart, to the way that it feels, the way that it loves, the way that it sends love into the world, the way it processes and feels emotions, the way your heart gets passionate and lit up about things in your life. So just sending love and finding gratitude for the way in which you love. Continuing to breathe, sending cycles of love. A few more cycles of breath, allowing the back of your heart to connect with the earth, connecting to the healing, peaceful, and loving vibration of our planet, and allowing the love in your heart to be sent into the earth and send it out into your home, into your city, your state, your country, and send that blanket of love all the way out into the world. Allow yourself to be blanketed and covered in love and with love. Making a powerful choice on your mat right now to always lead with love, even when you're challenged, even when you're tested, when you're frustrated, or when you're experiencing unpleasant emotions or challenges in your life. Know that you can always default to and choose love in every moment. On the inhale, gently bringing the knees together. And we're going to bring the knees into the chest, hands come behind the knees, and then just gently rock and roll until you come up. You can keep the eyes closed, coming up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. And just taking a moment to receive the beautiful benefits of your practice. Palms are on the lap facing up in a gesture of receiving. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And release with a smile. We'll inhale the left hand to the heart and the right hand on top, bowing the chin to the chest. And taking these final cycles of breath and final moments on our mat today to connect with that beautiful and healing and peaceful energy of love. Again, knowing that this feeling and this energy always exists within your heart. Sometimes we just need to close the eyes, silence the external noise, and bring our awareness within to reconnect and to remember that we come from love. We are made of love, and that love is our default setting. And with intention and with practice, we can powerfully choose to be love and to lead with love in all that we do. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed that loving practice. Remember to drink plenty of water and send yourself a lot of love today and always.